Hello everybody, this is Fronito Bobbin here, and welcome to race number 18 of the 2020-21 NROL Goldfish Truck Series season. This is the Toyota Owners 200 at Darlington Raceway. This is a very important race, and it is the penultimate race of the regular season. We are not far off from deciding who will be the 10 drivers to make the playoffs and who will not make the playoffs. So this is a very important race today. In fact, it is so important that this is yet another re-recording I'm having to do. This is a lot like the Bowman Gray race, where this is not a live recording. This is a redo because sadly the original recording, the files that I recorded last year, were lost in the hard drive corruption. But thankfully this time at least we don't have a heat race, so fortunately we will at least be able to see the event in its entirety this time. Yeah, so, and of course, since we're at Darlington, it's also throwback weekends. We got a lot of cool paint schemes that we're gonna see for one time this season only. So yeah, penultimate race of the regular season, very important one. This season in trucks has been so action-packed, so let's see what kind of action we see tonight. And now I'm going to give you the starting grid for the race. Starting on the pole for this one is Isaac Nordic, and starting by him second is Ben Rhodes, third is Austin Hill, fourth is Christian Vargas, fifth is Johnny Slaughter, sixth is Derek Kraus, seventh is Paul Jackson, eighth is Stuart Friesen, ninth is Spencer Davis, 10th is Tom Majeski, 11th is Zachary DeLillo, 12th is Grant Enfinger, 13th is Greg Biffle, yes, 14th is Ty Gillen, 15th is Trevor Bain, 16th is Zane Smith, 17th is Bailey Curry, 18th is Christian Eckes, 19th is Matt Crafton, 20th is Rafael Lassard, 21st is Cody Quiveland, 22nd is Logan Cole, 23rd is Chase Dunbar, 24th is Brett Moffitt, 25th is M. Garcia, 26th is Gatelin Downey, 27th is John Hunter Nemechek, 28th is William Seaman, 29th is Brandon Poole, 30th is Marshall Burrow, 31st is Chandler Ankrum, 32nd is Sheldon Creed, 33rd is Binto Collins, 34th is Chandler Smith, 35th is Steve Fogelman, 36th is Jordan Anderson, 37th is Oswald Self, 38th is Jennifer Jo Cobb, 39th is Spencer Boyd, 40th is Tanner Gray, 41st is Angelica Rush, and 42nd and last is Corey Roper. And there you go, your starting grid for the Truck Series race at Darlington Raceway. This is definitely going to be an interesting event, as it's going to be interesting to see who. Well, yeah, this is it's going to be an interesting race, and I am definitely looking forward to seeing what happens. Now, technically, I do already know what happens in this race, but I will do my best to pretend that this is a new thing. But of course, for all you guys watching this video for the first time, well, watching this like new and yada yada yada, this would be basically a, you get the picture. And yeah, this video is going to be viewed exclusively on One More Sports, so yeah. Alright, now I'm just rambling on, getting ready for the race to start. So Isaac Nordic and Ben Rhodes will lead the field, and already we could see a throwback paint scheme. Isaac Nordic driving a, I believe this is a Brian Vickers throwback to when he drove for G Motorsports or Henrik Motorsports. Somewhere that he was at some point. I don't know. It's been a while. Anyways, green flag is in the air. We're on the way for the Toyota Owners 200 at Darlington Raceway. It's a good start for Isaac Nordic. Oh, but Austin Hill is going to send it underneath him right away. And Austin Hill, he is playing the dangerous game, but he's going to have to let off because it has already been a crash at the turn 2 already. First crash of the day has already happened. And wow, first crash of the day already, as now it's going to be a race to the line between Ben Rhodes and Isaac Nordic, and Ben Rhodes is going to win the race back to the line as we are already under caution for the first time today in Darlington. A crash right at the beginning of the race. It's not unusual, but definitely something I didn't exactly see coming. But yeah, we're under caution already for the first time today, so let's go back in time and see what actually happened to cause this accident. Yeah, look at that happening back in turn number 2, and I'm not sure how to start it, but it looks like Chase Dunbar got involved, so let's get a closer look. And it actually, oh, what the heck happened to Chase Dunbar? Wow. Right off of the restart, he just got pushed down or something. Yeah, he made contact with 71 car, and then they just collect each other and crashes follow. And also, oh wow, big crash indeed. But I think Logan Cole got the worst. Logan Cole going for a spin. If we look here, yeah. So Chase Dunbar on the inside lane just got into Cody Equivalent, who funnily enough, Cody Equivalent is the guy who kind of pushed him down in the first place. So a little bit of karma as Chase Dunbar came back up the racetrack and crashed. And, of course, Logan Cole got involved as well. And also, Corey Roper getting a big crash. But there was also a spin at the bottom of the racetrack. Number 12 of William Seaman got a little bit of this crash as well. He got involved. And then got turned around by Adam Garcia. And was actually able to keep going forward. So, doesn't know the damage on him was Mr. Claus on Adam Garcia. Yeah, it's been a little while. But William Seaman getting involved in this crash as well. I guess one thing that's also worth mentioning is that, so the last recording that I actually did, for this, series, the, last recording I did for the, Bowman Gray races, that was actually way back in, September. It is actually November now as of the time that I'm recording this, so it's been 2 months since the last recording, so, yeah, that's why now my driver's names are all scrambled up again, because I haven't done this in such a long time. So, yeah. Anyway, under caution for the first time today. And let's see if anyone's going to pit. Doesn't look like anyone up here. As, of course, the race just started. But I do think we're going to see some pit stops from those who were involved in the crash. Let's see. Ooh, we're going to go back for Marshall Burwell. Also, yeah, this going through the field thing is kind of giving you guys a bit of a chance to see everyone in there. Throwbacks and Logan Cole down on pit road. Alright, skip a lap. Okay, lights are still in the pace car. Here comes Logan Cole. But it looks like that was the end, or that is the end of the race for Corey Roper. Oh no, he's the only one. Although Corey Roper is being scored in. Oh yeah, it's only 42 cars out here. I'm thinking, no, that's 43, but no, it's only 42. So, so Logan Cole was able to continue, but Corey Roper out of the race on lap number 1. So, sad day for all the Corey Roper fans. Didn't have much of a chance to compete to begin with, and now he's already out of the race on lap 1. Well, anyways, for those who are still in the race, let's continue. And we charge forward, wait for the race to pull down the pit road. And come on, green flag back in the air in Darlington. Ooh, Austin Hill trying again with the send on the inside lane. Ooh, he's doing pretty good. He's sticking it down there. But he did lose a bit of momentum off the corner though. This is not much grip down there in the bottom lane. So Ben Rose going to hold the lead for now. But here comes Isaac Nordic with a send. A lot of sense to the bottom lane. But it seems the top lane is the dominating lane at the moment. There doesn't seem to be much grip down there on the bottom. Derek Kraus right now, right behind Christian Vargas, who's now going to go underneath Isaac Nordic. Christian Vargas in a throwback target paint scheme, which actually did run a single race here in the Truck Series. I believe that was driven by Dario Franchitti. Yeah, I guess, yeah, this was the pace that Dario Franchitti drove in his brief tenure here in NASCAR, or in the NRL, as it broke the fourth wall there. Brief time in the NRL back in the mid-2000s. And I believe there was a bit of a spin somewhere again. I think they got to call for turn 2 again. So actually, let's go back a little bit and see what happened here, because I just saw there was a crash. Or a mini crash. Say, oh, Adam Garcia. Wow, the Smithfield Racing driver is not having the best of luck in this race so far. Adam Garcia now into it with Rafa Start and John Nemechek. It's about as well. Truck's getting a little bit swirly, but thankfully this time they're able to keep it going forwards. As I don't know. Oops. And I don't know where the leader is. There we go. Alright, so we have a battle going on here then. Ooh, Derek Krause with lunge on the bottom. Derek Krause, another driver in a throwback paint scheme. He's driving a classic Napa paint scheme. Not sure who this is a throwback to, but very nice retro design. It looks like it's going to complete the pass. Well, Derek Krause. Whoa. Oh, hang on. He's still to clear him. Derek Krause on the inside lane. They go side by side into the corner. Let's see if Derek Krause can clear Chris Vargas. And I don't think he will. It's going to be a tight side-by-side battle. Meanwhile, we're seeing the same thing up in front. Isaac Nordic now trying to attempt to pass on Ben Rhodes. Ooh, Ben Rhodes went a little bit high. And Isaac Nordic sits down low, but he has to go fall a little bit. And meanwhile, it looks like that Derek Krause has been able to successfully complete the pass on I'm gonna confuse the driver there. So he's able to successfully complete the pass on Christian Vargas. However, Christian Vargas is now gonna try again to get around him. Try to get back around him. Yeah, I do apologize. My commentating skills are a little bit off today. And here comes Isaac Nordic once again trying to overtake Ben Rhodes, but he does not seem to be able to stick it on the bottom lane. See if he can pull it off again here. As Christian Vargas also trying to get back around Derek Krause. So side by side, kind of looks like a restart, but it is not a restart. We are actually quite a few laps into this run now. As Isaac Nordic, it seems Isaac Nordic is able to get around the leader in the corners, but then off the corner, Isaac Nordic has to back off a little bit as to not lose control. And Ben Rhodes is going to keep the lead for now. But of course, Isaac Nordic will continue to try to get around him. And meanwhile, Christian Vargas has also successfully completed his overtake on Derek Krause. And now it looks like Derek Krause is once again going to try to get around Christian Vargas. Ooh, looks like he might clear him this time. That's a good for a little bit though. Never mind. I thought Derek Krause would have had a good chance there, but nope. He had to back off again, and this time he's had to just completely give up and hope to fight another day. And now Christian Vargas trying to pick up another spot on Isaac Nordic. Some good racing. Christian Vargas just does not seem to have the grip on the bottom lane. See if Isaac Nordic can pull off the overtake. Now, as Christian Vargas has proven, it is possible to overtake here at Darlington. But even though it is possible, it's also very difficult. Here we go again. Looks like Christian Vargas actually... okay, so it's Christian Vargas in third, but it's Derek Krause trying to overtake him for fourth, or for third. And once again, Derek Krause going to clear Christian Vargas, but then lose the momentum off the corner. This battle for second has definitely gotten interesting. I mean, battle for third. No, it's a battle for second at the moment. But still an interesting one. Here he goes again. And Derek Krause once again unable to get a good run off the corner. Seems like he's trying so many times over and just can't seem to do it. In fact, that cost him quite a bit of momentum now. Now he's going to have Johnny Sauter breathing down his neck. But Derek Krause trying not to let that happen. And meanwhile, we have another attempt at the overtake for the lead as Isaac Nordic once again trying to get around Ben Rhodes. See, what Isaac Nordic is trying to do here is go up the racetrack and try to block any sort of move that Ben Rhodes might try to make, but just can't seem to make it stick on the bottom lane. Meanwhile, it's now a single file back here. Everyone decided to just give up trying to race. Oh, okay, never mind. It's the second I say that, everyone decides to go too wide. And in fact, I think I almost saw some 3-wide action there. Christian Vargas. Actually, it was Derek Krause who did that lap there. In fact, I think it's going to be Derek Krause who's going to try to get around. And he does. I actually think Derek Krause was already around Christian Vargas and may have missed the overtake, but it seems like the high lane is the dominant lane here at Donington. If you're on the bottom lane, you're not going to accomplish very much. And Isaac Nordic has now tried so many times to get around Ben Rhodes, but... Oh! He finally made it work! Look at that! Isaac Nordic finally able to complete the pass, and Isaac Nordic is now your new leader in Darlington. But Ben Rhodes is not ready to give up just yet. But Isaac Nordic, after many attempts, he finally does it. Isaac Nordic now with a successful overtake. He is now your leader in Darlington. We'll see how Ben Rhodes responds. And meanwhile, Derek Krause trying to keep up with Ben Rhodes. We can see Derek Krause put Ben Rhodes back another spot. This could get interesting. Let's see what happens. Single file for the moment, though. And Christian Vargas as well. I mentioned this earlier. And yeah, Christian Vargas now fell down another spot. Johnny Sauter now takes fourth. In fact, right now we got a bit of a battle between for fifth. And now Christian Vargas not going to worry about Stuart Friesen. Stuart Friesen, another throwback paint scheme. Not sure what this is a throwback to. But yeah, nice tribute scheme for Stuart Friesen. You know, the funny thing is I was actually thinking about doing like a special intro where it actually like, you know, mention like what each paint scheme to go back to, but I figured, meh. But, you know, for anyone that cares, though, for anyone out there who really wants to know what these throwbacks are, leave a comment down below and I will respond to you explaining everyone's throwback. However, Ben Rhodes is currently in a non-throwback paint scheme. Ben Rhodes in a usual USA Pickleball paint scheme, which we've seen multiple times this season. However, right now we do have a throwback paint scheme leading the race as the Nordic. That takes views. Excellent as the Nordic, driving that classic Mountain Dew paint scheme. Ooh, did you hear that? We're about to approach a lap down car. Oh, this is Logan Cole, who, of course, was involved in that crash at the beginning of the race. And as a result, he has taken some damage, which has hurt his performance. So it's going to be interesting to see how the leaders will have to negotiate getting around Logan Cole in order to stay fast. So either Nordic has the lead for now, but can he keep it? I think another thing worth mentioning is tires fall off, it's going to get harder to overtake. So we'll see what happens between these guys between now and the end of the race. Here goes Ben Rhodes. Ben Rhodes with the lunge. Ooh, he's still side by side. Ben Rhodes may have a chance here. Ooh, this could get interesting. Ben Rhodes has got some distance on Isaac Nordic now. But not enough. He has to back off again. And we'll try to get through this set of corners. But just unable to keep the momentum. And here we are at Isaac Nordic. Now here we are at Logan Cole. As Isaac Nordic, your leader, is going to have to try to overtake him. Ooh, Derek Krause goes high. See if that pays off. And Isaac Nordic gonna just go to the bottom lane. And he overtakes Logan Cole with no problem at all. Ben Rhodes, though, gets stuck behind him, and oh, but the worst might be for Derek Krause, as Johnny Sauter might be able to use Logan Cole as a pick to overtake Derek Krause. Derek Krause runs wide. Ooh, he's gonna take the high lane around Logan Cole. And it's gonna pay off. But now we got two drivers now trying to get around Logan Cole at the same time. Ooh, Johnny Sauter runs really wide. Surprised you guys haven't scraped the wall or anything. Tell you what, these guys are gonna have to get around Logan Cole quickly because the leaders are pulling away if they want any chance of winning this. And Stuart Friesen has responded, and so has Christian Vargas. Those two are getting around Logan Cole. And look at this, Paul Jackson gonna use this to his advantage. And Paul Jackson also gonna get around Logan Cole. And also coming with him. But meanwhile, some drivers on the high line are not getting held up. Johnny Sauter, who was up in fourth at one point, he's now falling back. And Zachary DeLillo also gonna take advantage of this. Let's see what's happening up front. And the top three drivers have all met each other. So Isaac Nordic continues to lead the race, or lead this race, but do you think that Ben Rhodes and Derek Krause have something for him? I'm starting to sound like Vince Welsh. I guess that's what happens when you don't commentate on a race for 2 months. And here goes Derek Krause with another attempt to get around Ben Rhodes. Ooh, can he do it? No. No, he cannot. Single fall at the moment. And right now, pretty much everyone is starting to get around Logan Cole now. All the field is getting broken up. Ooh, Stuart Friesen though is caught up. And so is Christian Vargas and Paul Jackson. Now, some of these throwbacks are a bit obscure, but Paul Jackson's paint scheme is should be no stranger to anybody. This is a throwback to Jimmy Johnson's Lowe's paint scheme that he ran in, I believe, 2010 and 2011. So an early 2010s design for Paul Jackson. Very nice design. Oh, here goes Ben Rhodes. Let's go back just a little bit. Here goes Ben Rhodes with another attempt at an overtake on Isaac Nordic. Can he complete it? It's going to be close. Once again, no. Seems the majority of the overtake attempts seem to have not worked. So far, the only one that's worked for a lead change is Isaac Nordic on Ben Rhodes, and that's it. But yeah, hard to pass here, Darlington. Oh! Stuart Friesen into the wall. I think it cost him quite a bit of momentum. How did this happen? Just got into it with Christian Vargas. Oh, Christian Vargas is sent it deep, but not deep. Oh no, hang on. Nah. Okay, that was more Stuart Friesen trying to avoid Christian Vargas, I guess. But Stuart Friesen just cost himself some momentum. That's gonna allow Paul Jackson to pick up a spot, I think. Or no, do you think he's gonna keep it? I think he will, but that's gonna cost him. Actually, that's gonna cost Stuart Friesen the spot on Christian Vargas. That might cost him another spot on Paul Jackson, but we'll see how that battle ends up. Alright, a lot of throwbacks running up here. In fact, the only non-throwback I've noticed is Ben Rhodes. Yeah, ThorSport doesn't seem to be into throwbacks for some reason. They had the opportunity to make something really cool and special and just didn't. see if Christian Vargas... man, Vargas, he's trying, man. He's trying. Okay, we have about 20 laps to go in the race. This bout could get interesting between Ben Rhodes and Adordi, and as well as Derek Kraus if he can stick his nose underneath somebody. Yeah, not much happening at the moment now. The race is kind of calmed down. Let's see if Derek Kraus can try something. Oh, Ben Rhodes! He's gonna try it first, though. It's like Ben Rhodes saw what Derek Kraus was doing and thought, no, actually, I'm gonna have this spot. Except he went down there so late, all he really did was hold up Derek Kraus and didn't actually really gain anything from that. I mean, he defended his position, but also isn't, yeah, just kind of cost himself a chance to improve his position. Here's Derek Kraus trying again. This time Ben Rhodes is not going to block him. Very interesting. Well, lap times are starting to go down. In fact, actually almost 2 seconds slower than they did at the beginning of the race. I guess tires are really wearing off now, which make it even harder to pass. Christian Vargas trying again. Yeah, I don't see much happening up front at the moment. I see there might be stuff happening back here. Looks like most of the field has actually gone single file now. As Zachary DeLillo having an interesting battle with Todd Gilliland. And also, shout out to Greg Biffle. I've barely mentioned him in this race, but yeah, Greg Biffle decided to come out of retirement. I'm not just sure if Greg Biffle's retired. But here he is, deciding to run this race in a throwback. That's a throwback to Ricky Hendrick, I think. And, well, if you're watching this in current day, this paint scheme has pretty much become a mainstay. Of course, it's still back when this paint scheme was still relatively... I mean, it wasn't really a new thing, it was just kind of just being used as like a placeholder. And I'm breaking the fourth wall again. It's kind of weird, because this race that I'm doing right now takes place in like 2021, 2020-ish, and then recording this in late 2022, and this race won't be uploaded until 2023. So, yeah, that's kind of a fact of just how long it's taken me to get this project done. I did not intend this project to take so long, but hey, stuff happens. Right, does Christian Vargas have anything for Derek Kraus as Stuart Friesen trying to stick his nose in this battle? Seems like Paul Jackson. Yeah, he's falling back a little bit. See if Paul Jackson might have something for him, but I don't think so. And Stuart Friesen, he really likes to run the wall. Actually, I think there's a purpose to this. See, the thing is, the bottom lane is so slidey, but the high lane is pretty good. So let's see if Stuart Friesen can pull off an outside overtake on Christian Vargas. So far, there's only been one proper lead change this entire race. As Nordic managed to get around Ben Rhodes pretty early on, and so far he's been able to keep it. Ten laps to go. Spot for third could get interesting. And Stuart Friesen is caught up, and so is Paul Jackson. Many moves being made. Oh! Here is Derek Kraus. Wait, when did Derek Kraus get on Ben Rhodes? I don't think did I miss that? I guess I did. Wow. Okay, well here goes Derek Kraus. And I was completely oblivious of the fact that he managed to overtake Ben Rhodes on the outside lane. So Derek Kraus proving that the outside lane does work, especially this late in the run as well. And Derek Kraus getting around Ben Rhodes, and new driver in second place, and Derek Kraus trying to do one better as he sends it underneath Isaac Nordic. As we know, the inside line doesn't really work here. But Derek Kraus, new driver in second. Might try again. Nope, he's having to back off once again. So Derek Kraus up to second. But here comes Ben Rhodes trying to get back around him. Here comes Derek Kraus with another attempt at an overtake. A little bit far off this time. Also, am I crazy? Did I see some tire smoke at the front straightaway? I think I saw something. As Derek Kraus was under fire from Christian Vargas, I'll take a look at that in a minute, but one peculiar thing I had. Oh, never mind, that's been there. Okay, never mind. Let's go back a little because I also missed out on Ben Rhodes getting overtaken by Christian Vargas. And Ben Rhodes is going to lose another spot to announce an overtake as Christian Vargas successfully gets around him. And Ben Rhodes continues to fall. And now it's a side-by-side battle between Vargas and Derek Kraus. Ooh, but Christian Vargas is going to keep the outside lane. Man, Vargas getting really clever here. I think he's going to have it. Christian Vargas on the superior lane. And yes, Derek Kraus is having to back off once again. And Christian Vargas now up to second. Oh, but Ben Rhodes back up to third. As he gets around Derek Kraus. 6 laps to go. Doesn't look like anyone has anything for Isaac Nordic. However, we might see this battle continue for second all the way till the end. And Derek Kraus has fallen back to fourth, and now he's under fire from Paul Jackson, who might try to steal this position away from him. 5 to go. Ben Rhodes in third still, and he's pulling away. As Paul Jackson gets to the wall. Paul Jackson ran a little bit too high. And that is going to cost him a few positions. Paul Jackson tried really hard there to make some gains and just tried a little bit too hard. Here is Stuart Friesen now trying to attempt to pass Derek Kraus. Might be a little bit too late in the race, though. Speaking of too late in the race, Christian Vargas. Man, Christian Vargas, he is hounding Isaac Nordic right now. 3 laps to go. Does Vargas have anything on Nordic with these last few laps to go? Maybe not. It just doesn't enough. I don't think there's enough time left. 2 laps to go. I think it's a little bit too late for Vargas. He might just have to settle for where he is now. Yeah, just not much. Not much Vargas can do, and now he has to hold off Ben Rose for one lap. Ben Rose heads to the inside. And here we go, white flag, 1 lap to go for the Truck Series at Darlington. And Chris and Vargas gonna make one more attempt. Oh, but he may have sent it a little bit too hard. Ben Rhodes, he got speed on the high line. And Chris and Vargas in the attempt to get around Isaac Nordic is instead forfeited position. And Ben Rhodes is gonna take back second place in the last lap of the race. But ultimately, the race is going to go to Isaac Nordic. And Isaac Nordic will win the Toyota Owners 200 at Darlington Raceway. And it is the more obscure Brian Vickers mid-2000s Mountain Dew livery or paint scheme that will win this throwback race. That was a good one though. Not much battling happening up front, but a lot of battles happening in the middle of the pack. I think things are definitely gonna get interesting for tomorrow's Cup Series race. But there you have it. Silent Creed. Guess he had a bit of damage. But yeah, a lot of guys just getting into the outside wall in this race. Well, anything you can do to get the win. Ultimately, the win went to Isaac Nordic, who started on pole, as it turns out. So, there you go. Alrighty then, so here are your finishing positions for the race. Isaac Nordic comes home with the win, with Ben Rhodes in second, Derek Cross third, Christian Vargas fourth, Stuart Fries in fifth, Johnny Sauter sixth, Paul Jackson seventh, Zachary Dillon eighth, Trevor Bain ninth, Austin Hill 10th, Spencer Davis 11th, Todd Gillen 12th, Grant Einfinger 13th, Greg Biffle 14th, Zane Smith 15th, Brad Moffat 16th, Bailey Curry 17th, Matt Crafton 18th, Tyler Ankrum 19th, Marshall Burrow 20th, John Niemanchek 21st, Rick for the Star 22nd, Christian Nick is 23rd, Caitlin Downey 24th, Brendan Poole 25th, Chance Smith in 26th, Oswald Self 27th, Sheldon Green 28th, Adam Gracie 20th, William Seaman 30th, Tommy Dixie 31st, Richard Collins 32nd, Spencer Boyd 33rd, Jordan Nance 34th, Tanner Gray 35th, Tate Falcoman 36th, Angelica Rush 37th, Cody Cleveland 38th, Jennifer Joe Cup 39th, Chase Dunbar 40th, Lone Cole 21st, and Corey Roper dead last as he was involved in the accident at the beginning of the race. Well then, that's all I'm gonna do for this one. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. But I tell you what, tomorrow's Cup race is certainly going to be an interesting one, and I'm looking forward to that. That's all for today, and I will see you in whatever I make next.